There are fundamental big questions that human beings have to grapple with in living their lives. Who am I? How should I live? Is there a God? Is religious belief credible in the 21st century? And why is it still with us? In a world where meaning is often hidden or involves a complex analytical response, it's absolutely necessary that we should spend the time trying to engage with who we are and what values we want to hold as individuals, especially in a society we are living in, which is comparatively large and stratified in many different ways. One could not learn anything contextually based or meaning-driven. We need to look very carefully through the lens of prominent thinkers such as Plato, Aristotle, Epicurus, and Nietzsche, who answered the big questions about, does life have any meaning? What can I know about such things and how? We all have reasons for the beliefs we hold on these issues. Plato thought a good life is a life that's close to God. Epicurus thought a good life was a life full of happiness here on earth. Aristotle thought a good life was a life very much engaged with your society. And Nietzsche thought that we ourselves can find meaning of life as long as it is aligned with our own ambitions and judgments. Our PER and TRS programs will enable students develop their own approach in dealing with today's most pertinent moral, religious, social, and political questions. Students will be able to explore major religions, not just historical events and traditions, but students will have the opportunity to learn how these religions are lived and interpreted in today's modern society. There are opportunities for students to visit various holy places, to experience it themselves, helps them develop their critical thinking skills, and gain a better understanding of religious traditions and its diversity. Studying these programs enables students to pose questions such as, what is religion and why does it matter? Who are the prophets and sages of different religions? What is pilgrimage, meditation, or a rite of passage in different religions? Skill for analysis, whether it is for analysis of religious or other regions of understanding, which is an important aid to understanding more deeply the modules. It gives students the ability to reassess how they can check their interpretations of what they read or discuss in a way that substantiates the conclusions they make from a broader base. This is an essential skill for analysis, whether it is for analysis of religious or other regions of understanding. An important aid to understanding more deeply the subjects we are considering.
Hi, my name is Priv, and I study theology and religious studies here at Leeds Trinity University. Leeds Trinity University offers so many courses, but I'm going to talk about theology today. Theology is just the study of God, and religious studies is the studies of religion and understanding the different religions, how they evolved, and then how that interacts with the theology part of it. It's such an amazing course, and I think that a lot of people should study it. The strengths of the courses here at Leeds Trinity is because one of our core foundations is that we are a Catholic. We've got a Catholic foundation, so that is really presented a lot in the way that we are taught, in the terms of the principles that we have, in the way that we look at God, in the way that we look at the different religions that are out there, in the way that we interact with the core texts that we have. Like, for example, when we read the Old Testament, or when we're reading the Buddhist texts, and when we're reading the Hindu texts, it was absolutely amazing. Apart from that, the course has so many strengths because it is student-centered. So all the lecturers make sure that whatever they're teaching us is going to be understandable to the students in the manner in which they deliver them. So you have your lecture, and then you have a seminar afterwards, so you're able to interact with your fellow classmates, you're able to discuss, you're able to open up your mind to whole new things that you never thought about, and you're able to discuss things within a class setting. And because Leeds Trinity is a small university, you've probably heard this so many times, don't be fooled by the size. They are big on impacting people. They are big on ensuring that everybody understands the course that they are studying. They are big on empowering us to go out there and become world changers. So that's absolutely brilliant. One of the best things about this course is the skills that you're going to get. Research skills, critical analysis, whatever you can think of. We've got all these skills that we're learning, and the beauty of it is they are transferable skills that you can take into any sector when you graduate from Leeds Trinity University. So we have people that have graduated from theology, from philosophy, and they work in parliament, they work as solicitors, and many other jobs in the marketplace that they're doing. It's such a good course that gives you so many opportunities to become whoever you think you want to be when you graduate. So I think you should come and study theology and religious studies. You should study philosophy, ethics and religion here at Leeds Trinity, because it's not about the size. You are not a number, you are a person when you come to Leeds Trinity. See you next year. Bye.
Students who have graduated, many of them have gone on to further study. But one of the very first religious studies graduates that we had went almost straight into becoming head of Department of Religious Education in the secondary school. And all of our graduates who have wanted to do teacher training have managed to get onto either the PGCE course or through a Schools Direct type of program where you do your training within the school. And other ones have gone on to do masters, and they go far and wide and far afield, and so some of the ones who came from theology, religious studies, and the philosophy and ethics and religion degrees have gone on to study at Warwick University for philosophy, Birmingham for philosophy, Durham for religion and society, Leeds for religion and society. So they managed to get onto, well, they were talented students that come here, and from all backgrounds and levels. But by the end, what we hope most is that you feel that you can go for things, that you can go for the courses and the teaching jobs and other aspects too. I think quite a few have gone in to do the law conversion course to go into law. Just one or two students, but they were able to do that. And various other kinds of ones. I mean, we don't hear back from every student when they've had job changes, but one of them is now on the exam board for religious studies, and so she gets to help organize the marking of A-level exams, and so it looks like that students are able to go into different fields and progress in those fields. And some of the strengths of the program, I think, that also are valued for future study is those who want to go into academic study, they have the analytical skills that our program develops. And the analytical skills that are able, once you are able to apply it to one theme or religion or philosophy, you can also then bring that same skill to other aspects of life and also subjects. And this skill also is valued in workplaces as well, to be able to problem solve and to see through and around a problem and different ways of approaching it. and presenting the workplace. And presentation skills and all the sort of diverse skills are learned through assessments. Different short assignments, long assignments, research-based assignments, ones that require sort of non-word based presentation, all those kinds of things. And why the program here is of particular value is for philosophy, ethics and religion. It is one of the longest running programs that has always taught those three subjects. It used to be the basis of the original theology degree that was here, which had a very strong philosophy and ethics component. And then when the study of different religions was added to it, it became very strong for philosophy, ethics and religion as a whole. And here you really do learn about all three of those topics in depth throughout the 3 years that you are here. So every level has that component, and you can specialize and develop in any aspects of those and all of them together. And for theology and religious studies, there is a very strong strand of Christian tradition and doctrine as one part of it, and the other part on the approaching and studying different religions, like how do we study religion? How do we even know what a religion is and what it is not? Like in the cases of the Jedi tradition. And we can debate those. We do that in one of the modules that we study. And also the different particular religions that students may be interested in, you can follow up on as well. Buddhism is a popular one that both myself and a colleague have contributed to the teaching of that. And we also have very sort of non-traditional religious interests too, like shamanism and Druidry and other kinds of cultures. Indigenous religions in general is one of my strengths.
It helps develop students' confidence in participating debates about ethical theories and how they might be useful in current ethical discussions and reflection. Theology and religious studies will expand and challenge your knowledge of religion, spirituality, and theology, developing your understanding of both their historical importance and their relevance to contemporary society. Students will be able to distinguish the major ethical theories in Western ethical thinking, such as relativism, cultural relativism, utilitarianism, virtue theory, normative ethics, subjectivism, objectivism, formalism, and so on. It can help students develop their analytical skills of approaching ethics from a religious standpoint and suggest whether faith and worship change the way in which ethical questions might be approached and assessed.
So I'm May, I study at Leeds Trinity University, and I'm going to be speaking to you about why to choose Leeds Trinity as opposed to any other university. Students who come to Leeds Trinity, at the end of their 3 years, they're asked to vote on how satisfied they've been as a student at the university, and the majority of students say that they have been very, very satisfied, rate it as highly as they can, and because of this, Leeds Trinity is the top university in Yorkshire for overall student satisfaction. Once graduated, 97% of students either go straight into work or further study within 6 months having graduated. Because of this, this makes Leeds Trinity University the top university in Yorkshire for employability and is in the top 20 in the whole of UK for employability after graduation. If you choose Leeds Trinity University, then when it becomes your firm choice on UCAS, you are guaranteed accommodation on campus. Accommodation doesn't have to be just one specific block of flats. There are different forms of accommodation depending on your budget and your preferences, and you're not limited to just one type of accommodation, and you're also not forced to choose accommodation on campus. You can live off campus. It is entirely your choice. If you come to Leeds Trinity University, then you will be able to experience the city as it's close to Leeds. However, it's about a 15-minute train journey away from the city centre. So, as well as experiencing being in the city when you need to be, it's also a quiet university and it's well reserved, and you can have your own space as well as experiencing the city, so it's a bit like having the best of both worlds. Leeds Trinity only has one campus, so there's no need to be trying to travel to and from different campuses for different lectures, or depending on where your accommodation is. If you choose to live on campus, you'll be living on the same campus as where your lectures are, so you won't be having to need to get buses or trains to try and get from one place to another, which is good, because if you choose Leeds Trinity, then you know you're going to be able to get to your lectures on time, and you know, if you're a person that likes to stay in bed, you've got that extra 15 minutes. So if you choose to come to Leeds Trinity University, there is a variety of courses to choose from. There is social sciences, so you've got sociology, criminology. There is humanities, which is philosophy, history. But as well as this, there is educational studies, and if you're not interested in them, then we also have the option to study media and journalism. So there is so many choices to choose from. Why not choose Leeds Trinity?
My name's Georgia, and I'm the Vice President of the Student Union here at Leeds Trinity University. Within my role, I sort of help with sports societies and events, but within the wider operation of the Students' Union, we're here to represent our students. So we focus on sort of like our main areas, our sort of like extracurricular activities, our sports societies, our events, representation and welfare. So we help a lot with different areas within the university. We have a lot of volunteers that we help manage. So we have like the course reps, so help represent everyone on our courses. We're here for representation, so purposes of making the student life better, to represent your academic interests as well as your extracurricular interests. Obviously with welfare, so we have our support services here to support the students during their time at university, and we're basically just here to help strengthen the university experience and make sure students have an amazing time. You'll probably well know us if you don't see us any other time, during Freshers Week, obviously during election times where we elect all of our newly elected people, and we kind of have a changeover. So the President and Vice President won't be here longer than sort of 2 years, but we have our amazing team and staff here supporting us around here to help represent the students. Well, Leeds Trinity is fantastic. Basically, it's unique, it's fantastic, and you'll probably hear this quite a lot, and I always think, I hear that a lot, but it is very, very true. We have, well, us being such a small campus, we only have around 3,500 students. Everything's on campus, you can walk it in 5 minutes. So we've really got that community feel, like students feel like supported, unlike necessarily that one-to-one support you necessarily get out of a bigger institution. We've got the best of both worlds, so we're, yeah, the Hannah Montana song in my head. So we've got the countryside and sort of like the knife walks, you've kind of got like your guys, the, you know, sort of like and Borden. We're only 6 miles from Leeds, which is a fantastic nightlife. It's amazing for music, it's really good for sport with like Headingley for cricket and rhinos. And one thing, our students obviously get a lot involved with our sports and they represent us on a national level, which is fantastic. So we've got so much going on in Leeds as a city, and it's very vibrant, a lot of opportunities. Another one is our placements. So we offer opportunities that a lot of other institutions do, which make us more employable as students. So doing our 6-week placements in our level 4 and level 5, we've got really high student satisfaction. We've just got loads going on at Trinity, and like everyone's just really, really nice and friendly. Recently we've just been nominated for Student Union of the Year, which is fantastic, and also with Educate North Students Union, so that's absolutely fantastic, so we're really happy with that. Obviously kind of it shows all the hard work and effort we put in to provide the services for our students, but we couldn't do it without them, without our volunteers, so with our course reps, our clubs and society representatives, our council, trustees, everyone else. It's obviously a massive support and help from the university, but we're really proud of it, and we hope that it's something that we can continue forward and help developing on what the services we provide for our students. So yeah, we're really happy, and we hope that anyone that's looking to come to Leeds Trinity with all those factors taken into consideration, it's great, and you'll have a fantastic 3 to 4 years depending on how long you decide to stay.
Course should be transformative at a personal or ethical level by the time the students explore the outside world after graduation. The knowledge gained during the course of study will be instilled in their minds, and they will become confident and competent individuals.
Hi, I'm Edwards. I'm a level 6 theology student, and what I found good about learning here was, one, it was quite challenging in a way, because I had to do such varied things due to the history of it. So I got the historical side, but I also got a more philosophical side, so I got to engage with these metaphysical ideas. And I think what helps me for how I feel I'm be prepared to go on in later in life is the way that you have to sort of pick up new things fairly quickly. So I think the training to be able to pick up new ideas and just to go with it, this sort of adaptability will be great for later on in life when I start looking for work. My favourite module, I would have to say, is ethics, particularly this year social ethics. The reason why is I like to engage with the contemporary issues that we're having, so we've been looking at things such as ethical issues in sport, business ethics, which sort of helps you get into the mindset of the current practices of today. And I think it would definitely help, especially if you were doing something like human resources. I can definitely see that coming into effect. So that's my favourite module.
At Leeds Trinity University, you are a name, not a number. There is a personal touch when it comes to student-mentor relationship. Everyone treats each other at face value. The students are well supported every step of the way. This special relationship does not end in the classroom. The staff or module tutors make sure that their students are coping with their assignments through progress monitoring system. If students are falling behind the deadlines, they can ask for support from the tutor through the existing discussion board and could possibly be granted extension, provided there is a valid reason for the difficulties caused.
Hi there, my name is Rachel Chapman. I'm a first year studying theology and religious studies. I chose to come to Leeds Trinity University based on the size and the student support factor. And since coming here, the student support has been really good. They're always there to talk, and they've helped me with my work, emotional stuff and mental stuff. And I also find that the tutors at this uni are very supportive as well. And so overall, I would say the student support is really good.
Leeds Trinity University celebrates diversity and accommodates people from different walks of life, beliefs, social status, physical abilities, and different educational backgrounds. There is a freedom of choice. Students are free to speak their minds to represent their beliefs. Nepotism is out of the question because everyone treats each other at face value. Everyone shares the same values with other faiths and denominations.
Hi, my name's Amanda. I'm a mature student at Leeds Trinity, and the reason that I chose to come to this particular university was the small local campus feel about it. It suits me very well because I feel that as a mature student I might get lost in a bigger university surrounded by 18-year-olds, and it's more important for me to have someone that I can approach so that I can have friends and colleagues that I can turn to and who would be there for me. My life is also very important to me as well as being a student, so those have to gel together, and this university makes it happen for me.
A creative, friendly atmosphere generated by friendly staff and pleasant countryside environment helps new students to feel welcome and comfortable from the moment they first arrive at the university. This atmosphere promotes a hospitable experience at the university.
Hi, my name is Megan and I'm the Student Achievement Coordinator at the Learning Hub at Leeds Trinity University. The Learning Hub is part of student support, and it's the academic skills unit here at LTU. And what we do is we're here to help you achieve your academic goals. So you can come and see us for one-to-one tutorial support, and we can help you with things like essay writing, research, reading and note-taking, presentations, statistics, dissertations, anything basically to help you achieve your academic goals. So we see TRS and philosophy and religious studies students with everything from helping them with theory and reading to drafting their essay, to managing their time, to supporting them with placements as well. And you can come and see myself or one of our 3 other advisors. We're more than happy to help you. You might also see us in your class, because we quite often do workshops during your timetabled lectures ahead of upcoming assessments. And in addition to us, we also run the Peer Learning Mentoring Scheme, and these are upper level students in your school and in your program who are also here to help you. So for example, this year we've got 4 peer learning mentors in level 5 and level 6 across religious study, theology and religious studies and philosophy, ethics degree programs, who are excellent students, and they're here to help you, and they provide drop-in sessions so you can come in and get help and advice from a student who's been in the same situation as yourself.
Hi, my name is Mubina Ahmed, Professional Placements Manager here at Leeds Trinity University. So me and my team work with all of our first year and second year undergraduate students, helping to prepare them for the mandatory work placements that all of our students have to do in their first and second year. So from the very first day at Leeds Trinity University, you will be assigned a placement advisor who will work with you very closely and intensively to support your choices with what kind of placement will be right for you and your career choice. We'll help you with things such as writing a CV, writing a cover letter, preparing you for any interviews that you might go on. We'll guide you through the kind of options that you need to consider in order to get you to your graduate goal. We also arrange a range of events throughout your time here to support you with prepping you for going out into the professional workplace, increasing your confidence when it comes to approaching and talking to employers. And we work really closely with the graduate careers team in that the package that's on offer to you is delivered jointly and collaboratively to ensure that when you leave university you are equipped with the skill set, the experience and the knowledge you need to ensure you enter the graduate employment market as successfully as possible.